Hello, and today we're going to talk about three lesser well-known British mystery writers. Now, if you're just starting out a collection, or you want to build a bit of a library, then this is about the least expensive way to go. Because you can find these books from your library when they remove them from their collection. As you can see, right here we have the all-important stamp. Removed from the collection of Prince William Public Library. Sometimes libraries hold a annual, semi-annual, or quarterly reduction sale where you can get a whole group of books into a regular brown shopping bag, paper shopping bag, for a whole $1 or maybe $2, but basically it's $1 a bag. So this is how I managed to pick up at least one book from each of these following authors. You just saw the one from David Stuart Williams. He was an ad executive and had the most the top level advertising company, Williams and Ketchum, in Britain. But then in '77 he had a stroke, and he turned then to writing murder mysteries. He wrote 23 novels. He had 2 series, one starring Mark Treasure, vice chair of a merchant bank, and his successful actress wife, and the other with Chief Inspector Merlin Parry, New South Wales, with a Sergeant Lloyd as his sidekick. And the book that you saw that I have is Divided Treasure. Next up, Michael Underwood, whose real name was John Michael Evelyn. 1916 to 1992, he wrote over 80 books, and he was a lawyer. He has became a uppity up, one of those mandarins in the civil service, and he wrote under a 4 additional pseudonyms for a total of 80 books entirely. And his main series starred another lawyer, Rosa Epton. And then, last but certainly not least, clocking in at 1 to 2 books per year, Sara Woods, whose real name was Lana Hutton Bowen Judd. Now, she was a secretary, she worked here, she worked there, then she got married and retired to a farm to breed pigs and write books. She wrote under 4 pseudonyms, Sara Woods, and then her series is starring Anthony Maitland, who's a barrister. Now, it may be difficult to understand, but counsel, barrister, what is meant by the word lawyer and so on, well, it's difficult to say, really. Basically, counsel works up the charges in a criminal sort of investigation or fraud, things like this. And then they tell the barrister. Now, the barrister is the mouthpiece who goes into the court and starts talking. But he's also the person you go to for wills and things of that nature. Now, I have several books for you. Divided Treasure is one. The Uninvited Corpse gives you a pretty good idea of the complexity of writing that you get from Michael Underwood, which is actually, that's rather ironic, actually. That particular book, which very delightful. Sara Woods, just stuck with mainly Anthony Maitland. Under her other pseudonyms, she had a total of 14 books. But when you write for more than 26 years, featuring 1 to 2 books per year, using Anthony Maitland, the lawyer, the barrister, as your character, you could pretty much guess that the output was huge. So, Michael Underwood and Sara Woods would be considered a little more on the pro side. Okay. Let's see now. But those are the 3 I'd recommend, because you can get these books hardback in good condition for about $1, even if you go onto Amazon and pick them up. And then you can have a nice shelf of books that people will like to read, Perhaps at a vacation home or something, when you're not playing Scrabble, which can be an exciting game, especially when they take your spot that you have. Oh, never mind. On a rainy day, perhaps, but a nice, good mystery to figure out. The Uninvited Corpse, Though I Know She Lies, and Divided Treasure are the 3 you could probably start out with for not a great deal of money. All very good and rather ironic. So, thank you for watching. I hope this helps. And please do come again.